So, das ist wir in der nächsten Folge. Willkommen. Und es geht gleich weiter mit die 9. Regel.
Looks like there was a fight here recently. I'm not picking up any House Mokai ships on the sensors, though. If they're here, they're under cloak.
Wir werden von der Birmingham rufen.
Good to see you. Admiral Cabret, at your service. As you can see, we're dealing with an unexpected breakout of hostilities here.
Was ist hier passiert, Admiral?
We came here to determine the status of a rather unusual variety of spore. As we were getting our bearings, a Ferengi marauder dropped out of cloak and unleashed hell.
Habe ich das richtig gehört? Eine Ferengi-Schiff mit Tarnvorrichtung?
Afraid so. Fortunately, the Carter and Shurgat were able to respond before the Ferengi finished us off. Once they arrived, the Daemon pursued the better part of Valor and went back under cloak. Now that you're here, I believe the Ferengi will cut and run, assuming they're still out there hiding.
Die Chancen stehen aktuell nicht gut für sie.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm reading low-level radiation coming from a nearby asteroid. I think your Ferengi is out there harvesting spores, Admiral.
Wir müssen das umgehend beenden.
Take the Carter and Shurgat with you. The Ferengi will think twice about attacking a group of ships. And you might be able to put an end to all this without firing a shot.
Ich stimme zu. Anja.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
Das ist toll.
Lead the way. The Shurgat will follow. Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
Noch los. Die dort machen.
I thought I made myself clear to that woolly-faced Starfleet Admiral. This salvage is mine and mine alone. Now run along before I'm forced to damage that pretty ship and take it as a prize. After all, even a damaged ship of that class will fetch a fine pile of latinum.
Ich glaube, sie überschätzen ihre Chancen mal daran.
That's what you get for doing your own thinking, friend. Allow me to show you the error of your ways.
Kannst wie sie wollen. Roter
Leave
Alarm.
enough of their ships for salvage. I'll be under cloak.
I don't know how he convinced the Green to do it. Well, there's good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Erst die schlechten.
Bad news, the Ferengi managed to harvest a spore colony from the asteroid before we arrived. He's got more than enough to make our lives difficult if he sells to Ja'ul.
Und die guten Neuigkeiten.
The Ferengi ship just dropped out of cloak, and by the look of things, they're suffering a full propulsion system breakdown. No impulse, no warp, thrusters only. So, how do you feel about taking those spores off their hands?
Gute Idee. So machen wir es.
Before you start, let me remind you that I have what you want, and it's one button press away from disintegration. My ship might be a mess, but my personal phaser works just fine.
Stimmt. Energie.
You beamed out my spores! Not one, not some, but all my spores! I'm ruined! Oh, I don't suppose you're interested in a very promising business opportunity on Ryza? Beachfront property?
Ganz bestimmt nicht. Steht unter Rest, Matra.
We've got company, angry company. They're targeting us and the Ferengi.
Roter Alarm, alle waren auf Rechtstation.
You treacherous threat! It gets worse by the minute! The nerve of some people! Do they not know the 16th rule of acquisition? A deal is a deal! Ah, but you're not a barbarian like those... Never mind. You've got class, I can tell.
Danke. Aber es stehen immer noch unter Rest.
Now, don't be so hasty, my classy, well-armed friend. Before you haul me off, let me tempt you with a one-of-a-kind offer. That Ryzian timeshare I mentioned earlier, plus a full barrel of Tranya. 2386 vintage. That's easily worth my weight in Latinum.
Kommandozentrale, Weitensehentraktor Streitfahr. Lass mir mal dran, dahin, wo er hingehört.
Ooh, I'll throw in the legendary Coxboot hat. Do we have a deal?
Ist klar, als ob er den hat.
The Birmingham is ready for action, and not a moment too soon. It looks like Maldron's treacherous friends are coming back for a rematch.
Ich sehe sie auch, Admiral.
I can honestly say I had nothing to do with these ships coming to kill us. They're doing it all on their own. You aren't going to let them kill me, are you? I'm helpless. You have to protect me.
Wir tun, was wir können. Wir sind immerhin, ja, sie sind immerhin noch unter Rest. Aktiviert sich nicht immer. Geschafft.
Well fought indeed. They'll think twice about coming after us again. I'll let Alliance Command know what happened here today. If Jeula or any of Modron's friends try to harvest the spores in this system, we'll make sure they have a nice welcoming party waiting for them.
Und Madron?
Modron's on his way to a Federation holding facility. We will make sure he faces justice for what he's done here today. Rest assured. Your work is done here. We'll take care of the wrap-up. Cabret, out.
Okay. Viel Spaß dabei. Hauen wir mal. So. Und wieder einmal den Tag gerettet. So, und jetzt noch eine Mission.
The Klingons think House Mokai forces are up to something in the Imaga system. I understand there was a problem with a planet killer in that system a while back. Interesting. Oh, where was I? Right, Imaga. In addition to a lot of debris and the ruins of this planet killer, there are spore colonies there. And House Mokai is probably harvesting them, so we should put a stop to that real soon.
Okay. Versuchen wir es. Und wieder einmal zum nächsten. Mal sehen, was dort erwartet. Aber jetzt wieder Schluss. Danke fürs Zusehen. Und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Lebt lang und in Frieden.